Live from his home, the lovely Andrew Denton.
Thank you, Richard.
And how are you feeling? Speaking of Fastlane, how is your life this year? You feeling like you're on the front of a rocket sled?
I'm on the front of a rocket. I'm not sure if it's going up or down. I'll tell you when I hit whatever I'm going to hit.
The Mars or the somewhere just to the left of where we launched it.
Yes. There'll be a little smear on the ground just near the launch party.
Let's go back in time because it'll be coming up soon. Tell us about Antarctica. What was that like?
Well, it was a couple of things. It was probably the hardest work I've ever done in my life. It was 30 days on the road or on the sea for actually only 4 days on the continent.
Whose stupid idea was this?
It was my stupid idea.
Okay, good.
One day I'm going to go back to Antarctica without a camera crew so I can see what it's like. It was a case of we got 4 days down there to shoot this doco, so we ran like maniacs, and there were just a few odd moments where we got to step back from what we were doing and look around, and those odd moments were truly stupendous.
Is it stupendous? I imagine it's just been like flat white and big rocks covered in white.
No, it's not really that. I mean, it can be that. It was interesting when we were helicoptering around. I was talking to one of the pilots about what happens when there's a whiteout, and he said, well, the horizon is white, the ground is white, the sky is white, it is just all white. You absolutely have no idea where you are, and it's very dangerous. But it's not like that generally. There is something about the place, Richard. One of the things that I asked people about when I was down there was the silence of Antarctica. I read this quote from one of the early explorers saying what really struck him when he got there was this silence, like heaped up centuries of solitude. And it is, I think, the only place left on Earth that you can go to where there is just nothing. There is no distant traffic noise, no distant plane noise. There are no billboards. There's no advertising.
Are there no people building in the background?
No. Well, sorry, that's me, I'm afraid. I've got a heart palpitation. I'm sorry about that.
I didn't mean to mention.
No, it's the next door neighbours. Hang on 1 second. Shut up! There we go. That was classy stuff, wasn't it? I know all the put-downs, Richard.
By golly, yeah, and you used your best right off the top.
I did.
Gutsy call.
I shouldn't have wasted it. Hang on 1 sec. Sorry about that. We're having a new baby built. Yeah, what was so amazing about it? It was, look, it is physically stupendous, and I don't feel really like I got much of a handle on it. As I say, there are only moments where I got to step back and look at it. But there's no place on Earth looks like it, and there's no place on Earth feels like it, and it is the only place left on Earth we haven't managed to ruin.
Now, speaking of something that there is nothing like, you're hosting a Tonight Show.
Yes.
Well, a late-night show. Tonight Show, would we call it a Tonight Show?
Tonight Show in Denial is what we call it.
Okay, yeah,
Someone reviewed us as that, and we thought, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah, you should hire that writer.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's, right, how's it going in your mind?
In my mind, it's going like some enormous whirlpool. It's turmoil. I mean, 2 nights a week doesn't sound...
it's like, what do you do for the rest of the week?
Yeah, I mean, 1 night a week when I was doing Live and Sweaty used to be pretty tough, and you would think logically 2 nights a week is, well, that's twice as hard, but it's 4 times as hard. And at the moment, being fairly early days, we've done 6 weeks, and, we're trying out a lot of things. It just feels like we're reeling from one show to the next. There's no real sense of, right, this is what we do and this is how we do it, which for any long-run show like this, as you would understand, you have to develop, you have to have some structure to what you're doing, or else it becomes impossible to do. So at the moment, a fair bit of turmoil.
What's the most surprisingly hardest thing about doing it? When you sat down and go, yeah, this will be great, 2 nights a week, late night show, great. What's the thing that that you're now finding? This is a lot harder.
It's just the business of 2 nights a week. It means you actually get no chance to step back from what you're doing, and get that incredibly valuable space you need to rethink what isn't working or to improve what is working. And so there is just no time to sort of refine what you're doing, and I'm finding that very frustrating.
Do you get the feeling that later on you'll have fun? Like, Is it fun now? Is it fun when the red light's on, as opposed to the hideous gut-churning lead-up to get it all right? And then the red light comes on, can you relax into it yet?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I've had a lot of fun, and, thank goodness. Television often isn't fun at all, but when the red light's on, it's sort of, even if it's not working fantastically well, when the red light's on is the best time, because at least that's it now.
Yeah, that's right.
You've just got to do it. And when something goes horribly wrong, well, that's painful. When something goes really right or is unexpected or exciting, well, it's genuinely exciting.
Andrew, you are, as we said earlier, building a new baby. How's that going? Are you tense? Is it just to add a bit more pressure into your life?
Just to add more pressure? I am tense about it at times. One of the things I'm tense about is the thought of, because the work is so overwhelming at the moment, when am I going to get time to be a father? And which is a question I already know the answer to. Whether I've got the time or not, I will find it.
The good thing, Andrew, the great thing about a baby is she will just break into the time that you normally wouldn't allocate for work or indeed conscious thought.
Yeah.
You won't sleep, is what I'm saying to you.
Yes, Anthony Morgan said this to me the other day. He said, well, you don't sleep for about the first 4 years.
Yeah, that's it. It's been 2 years now, and I'm looking at my son going, well, you've got to get tired sometime. You are not going to break me. You will get tired soon.
As you know from your experience, Richard, the tiredness doesn't set in till the 30s.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long haul.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right. I think I'm now reaping the benefits of all those early years without sleep.
Yes. No, I'm scared about it, but I'm so genuinely looking forward to it for all those reasons that people always say about babies. I'm 33. I've lived my life for myself, basically. I've been an independent person. I want to be able to focus on somebody else. I want to be able to experience the joy of watching a child grow up.
Yeah, and the great thing is it's not a stranger. This is the other point when people are having babies for the first time, or people are thinking about it and they're freaked by it. It's not like a little lodger who comes into your house. It's actually one of you.
That's right, and there are a few things don't compute with me yet. One is the word dad as applied to me.
Yep.
The other thing which, what was the other thing which really doesn't compute with me? Oh, that's right. No, I walked into a milk bar the other day and there was like a 3-year-old girl there and it just hit me like a sledgehammer. I looked at her and thought, God, they don't go away, do they?
No.
I mean, this is not a decision that I lease out.
It's for life, not just for Christmas, Andrew.
Yeah, so all of that I'm finding fairly mind-blowing.
Now, we've talked about what a busy year it is for you. So what are you actually doing to ease that stress, if it's not a personal question? What do you do to, like, relax a bit? Or to let yourself think of other funny things when you're not actually doing the funny things, if you know what I mean?
You just put your finger on a little problem I'm facing at the moment, Richard. There ain't no time. I'm not finding any time, and to be honest, that's proving problematic. I did get in a game of tennis the other week, which was good. I came down to Melbourne a couple of times, which is great.
Okay, this is probably a hideous question for you, given that you're in the eye of the storm at the moment. Push a button, you can create anything on TV, and you don't have to be in it. You can just have it as yours. You could be, a Steve or something. What would you like to see on TV? What would you like to create?
Oh, that is a tough question. I mean,
have you got anything that you'd like to see? Oh, I wouldn't mind what?
It's interesting. I mean, that's by way of getting around answering that directly. That is actually where I'd much rather be in the long run, which is stepping back and helping somebody else do it. Not even in the long run, in the medium run.
Like now? No. What, do you need a guest host?
No, you're not going to drag me into that.
Do you need a guest host? Are you sure? Okay.
Richard, the gig is yours.
I've had experience.
Look, I read that thing in the Sunday Age, and I agree.
Oh, thanks very much.
You're on.
What, my Scorpio star sign thing?
Yeah, what are you doing next Tuesday and Thursday?
I can be there, sure. It's a quick commute. I can do that.
What would I really like to see on TV? At the moment, I don't have a passionate thought on that. The sort of things I'd really like to see on TV in some ways are already there, like The Simpsons. I mean, my idea of the perfect television show is personally something like Max Headroom, where you can do what you do, but be completely anonymous.
You're under a bit of pressure at the moment, aren't you, Andrew?
No!
I love these answers. It's all like, I don't know, can't think, don't know, waking up, flight come, I can't hold her.
Yes, I'm going to wake up in a minute and go, my God, I just had this horrible dream about doing an interview.
Wake up, I had this dream, I did everything in 1 year, and I just said, in 1 month, last year, I just said yes to everything, and they took me at my word, and...
But you can talk, I mean, you work a ridiculous schedule.
Yeah, that's true. But, I don't think I have your sensitivity.
No.
I think this is where raw stupidity, shows its strength.
I must admit, I keep having this image of myself changing nappies, and strangely enough, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
What's the matter with me?
No, it's just, you're used to it. You've worked in television and radio for years. Handling poo in various forms is not alien to you.
It's going to be nice for a change to have it beneath me.
Yeah, and to be able to see it for what it is.
Yeah,
that's the other great thing about it.
I can almost see it coming.
Andrew, thanks so much for chatting to us. I'm going to let you go free and yell at the builders and organise something and write another sketch and quickly organise for that trip to Melbourne and... Oh, what else have I left out? Oh, a couple of radio plays I think you could probably knock up in your spare time.
I think so, plus the Great Australian Novel.
Sure. Well, I know you have that in you.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Andrew Denton, The Seeds of Greatness.
I think so. I think if I write a book, it's going to be The Brothers Karamazov. I know it works.